two people have been detained in connection with the murders of two boys in Soweto. Police have confirmed the arrest of a 50-year-old woman and her 39-year-old partner. The mutilated bodies of 5-year-old Nqobizitha Zulu and his 6-year-old cousin Tiamo Rabanye were found last week. A memorial service for them is being held today, and that's where we'll find our reporter Manqoba Mchunu in Soweto for us. Manqoba, of course, I can see there behind you the memorial service having started already at the school that the boys go to, and quite significant that on the same day the community gets to find out who apparently committed the murders.
Indeed, Masiko, and you can imagine, what the families are going through at this particular point. Firstly, having to find out who may be behind these gruesome murders that occurred here in Soweto. And of course, the news that we received this morning was in fact that two people had been arrested, among them a relative, a close family member of one of the two boys that was arrested. We understand that in fact when she was arrested, the police had combed the scene, had combed one of the homes where there were teams from the K9 unit as well as forensic teams that were on the ground. And of course this is after they had questioned this particular relative on Saturday as well. She spent most of the time at the police station where she has been questioned. And we understand that she was not only arrested alone, but also with her 39-year-old partner, a boyfriend, who is also been charged for murder as far as this is concerned. And also, we understand, Masiko, that there were items that were found in possession of this particular suspect. In fact, what we understand is that when the police arrived, she had asked some of the boys here in the community to go and throw plastic far away, and that plastic, we understand, had contained some of the body parts of these boys that had been mutilated last week. And of course, we understand that the investigation is still continuing, whether or not it was only this pair that was involved in this particular crime. But I can tell you that there's a lot of uncertainty and confusion among the families, especially the family that has been linked to this particular individual, because they are saying that they didn't see it coming. They didn't think that their relative would be arrested for this particular crime. I'm just speaking to some of the relatives of the other boy. They're saying that they're shocked because this was somebody that was, part and parcel of the search that they had conducted. This was somebody that they had no suspicions could have been behind what was happening there. So still a lot of, reaction from the families, who are quite shocked, who are still looking for answers as to what really happened and why this particular person has been linked to what has happened here. But I've got Steve Mabona from the Gauteng Education Department who's also here ahead of that memorial that is going to be taking place here today. Steve, of course we know that it happens at a time when there's been arrest in this particular case, and this was a pupil that schooled at this very school where we are. Surely you must also be relieved as department.
Yes, thanks very much. We are actually quite encouraged by the unity that is prevailing among this community. I mean, since this tragedy occurred, the community has been playing a big role in identifying, in searching, in making sure that they work with the police. And we're quite excited that the police have made some arrests. It's quite shocking that we are informed that suspects they might be related to the deceased, children. So it's quite concerning and quite shocking. But we are assured by the work that the police are doing to say all those that are involved probably should be brought to book. Here today we are here to pay our last respect. The MEC will be speaking here just to pay his last respect to the community. You can see that probably more than 10 schools are represented here, looking at the different school uniforms that are here, and it's quite encouraging in this community.
And of course, the fact that these are young children, and the concern, of course, is around the safety of young children in this community. And, there were even fears in this community that this might be a serial killer, this might be, multi-related. Are you relieved that, this person has been found as a department, and the fact that, the police seemingly are saying that they have the right person?
Definitely. I mean, it's quite encouraging. I mean, it was quite concerning. I mean, the day we came here, from far away, you could see on the streets, children were still playing around. I mean, around 6 o'clock, you could still see them outside because it's something that they are accustomed to. They are not scared of anything like that. So it was quite concerning that we might be having a serial killer moving around. We are encouraged that police arrested someone, and we think that our foot soldiers, the patrollers, played a significant role, and we cannot get tired to acknowledge them and to thank them, the role that they are playing in this community. They are very participating, active, and we really acknowledge them, and we want to say they need to keep up the good work and continue the good work that they're doing.
Thank you very much. That was Steve Mabona from the Gauteng Education Department, just giving us their sense of the arrests that have happened here. I'm just going to ask my colleague Joel Matlala just to show you around here where this memorial service is going to take place. It is taking place at the school where the two boys had attended, and we understand that the classmates as well as the teachers, are equally devastated by what happened here. So are community members here in this community who have, been spending sleepless nights and trying to really piece together what happened here, how, two of the youngest members of their community were killed so brutally. And of course, I think today many of the community members relieved, but also quite shocked at the development as far as the investigations are concerned. Many of those residents have been up in arms, and they've been helping as far as trying to find the killers are concerned. You recall that even when the boys went missing, it's the community members as well as the community patrollers that had been on the streets, looking and trying to find these two boys that had been killed. And in fact, to understand that even the relative that was, has been arrested for this particular crime was also part of the team that had been going looking for these two boys. And we understand, also that the MEC of Education will be here, the officials from the Gauteng Education Department will be here as far as this memorial service is concerned. And of course, still many questions from the families as to how really did this all happen, and they're hoping now to hear how exactly the investigation is going to pan out.
All right, Manqoba Mchunu live for us in Soweto. Let's leave it there for now.